guys, so today I'm going to be talking about Libra's horoscope for the month of April, year 2018. This is new on my channel, so if you have any suggestions for future horoscope videos, like, you know, how you want me to do them, if there's anything you want me to change, just let me know in the comments down below. And if you see me looking down at all, I have my computer with some notes here in front of me, so that is what I'm looking at. I promise it's not just like a ghost or like a gremlin or anything. So for Libra, for the month of April, relationships are going to be really important to you this month, as if they're not always, but especially this month, and it's really a good time for you to connect with partners or friends. You might realize that compromise can be very helpful to you this month, because it'll benefit you a lot to compromise with others, whether that's in your, romantic relationships, work relationships, friendships, anything like that. You might have some consultations with a professional this month, whether that's like maybe you start therapy and that's good for you, maybe you have to see a lawyer or a doctor, anything like that, maybe a professor or a teacher. You'll be noticing that those will be more prevalent in your life than usual. Mercury is going to be in retrograde starting late March and carrying into April, so that's going to affect you. And for you, you want to make sure that you don't make assumptions about people that you're close with, because you could be wrong and it could, throw everything off for you. You want to spend time really getting to know another person, whether it's somebody new in your life and you need to get past first impressions, or whether it's somebody that's been in your life and you're kind of making negative assumptions about them. Really spend the time to get to know them before you do, whether it's a boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, husband, friend, coworker, whatever, mother, sister, daughter. So spend some time, going beyond your initial impressions, whether it has to be first impressions or of a given situation with a certain specific person. This is going to be a good time to mend any issues you're having in relationships, especially romantic ones, and to help them grow stronger. So if you're in a relationship, this is a good time to fix anything that might, be causing issues right now for you. And it's a really good time to address small concerns as well, like anything that's kind of been nagging at you but you thought maybe you shouldn't bring it up. This is a good time to do so. Just, again, don't be hostile about it or make the wrong assumptions. Really bring it up if you feel like it's something that needs to be addressed. This is a good time to do it. So as Mercury goes direct around April 15th, you're going to come to the realization that maybe things that have been bothering you are nobody's fault at all, whether that be your fault or another person's fault, and you're going to continue to resolve differences to strengthen your current relationships. And looking back on things can actually help you move forward. So retrogrades can be tough, but they can really help you gain a lot of insight. So you'll have a rough time for a little bit, but it will really bring you out a stronger, wiser person. Venus is going to be in your 8th house the majority of the month and move into your 9th house around the 24th of April. It's a good month if you maybe have been needing a loan. It will be likely to turn out in your favor, or if you need a raise at work, like something like that. Any investments that you make during this time might be really positive for you. You might receive news like that someone close to you or even yourself could be, receiving a small but substantial amount of money. Any career efforts you've been making are going to pay off this month for you, and it's a really good time for you to rent, move, own a house, buy a house, anything having to do with like property or real estate. It's a good month for it, to make decisions in that department. Between the 17th and the 20th, Venus is going to be sesquiquadrating Saturn. I know that's like a weird word for this transit, but it's basically like a square, but a little bit less intense. So you might be feeling a little bit lonely between the 17th and the 20th, or finding it hard to connect with others, but just know that we're all going through it. It's going to affect literally all of us. So it's going to just be a generally hard time for us to connect with each other. But it's a really good time to turn inward and kind of just consider, your life and try to find anything that's negative in it and maybe get rid of it, whether that's a bad habit, a friend who's just been dragging you down for months or even years. It's time to just cut ties with stuff that's really bringing you down, and this is a really great time to consider those things. Venus and Mars are going to be trining, a lot of this month, so it's a good time to make some new friends. You might be more popular with others. People might just be more inclined to say yes to you or want to spend time around you. They're just more drawn to you. And it's a really good time for you with Mars in your 4th house this month to just get some work done around your house, you know, fix up some things. A good time to maybe take on a new home project, redo your bedroom, you know, stuff like that. It's a really great month for that for you. Just be safe when doing anything, you know, handy like that, because it's always a possibility to get hurt, and Mars is always like the clumsy, it can bring clumsiness or like accidents. You might have some issues with family members this month, so just try your best to be as patient, you know, as you possibly can be, and understanding. And the more you are, the better that they'll work out for you and not be such a hindrance or, you know, bring so much negativity. Between the 18th and the 29th, Mars is going to be sextiling Jupiter, so that's a good trine. It's just going to give you a lot of energy and really help kick you into high gear to get what you want out of life. Last month in March, you may have had some health issues, and as April comes, you know, your health isn't going to be 100% better by the start, but it will get better throughout the month, and towards the end of the month, it'll really clear up for you. Just don't neglect it, and make sure to take special care of yourself, you know? Anything that involves water for you this month, like tubs, soaks, anything, any water therapy can be good for you. You're going to feel more social than usual, like I said, but at times you might feel almost a little bit, things might feel really chaotic for you. Overall, you're just going to be having a lot of fun. It's not going to be anything too serious. As far as finances are concerned, just be cautious with your money this month. They might slow a bit during the month of April, and you just want to be cautious. Any important decisions involving money, definitely wait towards the end of April. Towards the end of the month, it's a good time to just gain some financial clarity for yourself and, you know, get your financial goals organized as much as possible and make sure that they're realistic. On a bright side of things, you might have more of a sex drive this month. You might find that you get a bit of a boost in that department, and you might even lose some weight if you've been needing to lose weight. So not always the worst things in the world. Also, I forgot to add this in, but it's always fun. You're gonna have a new moon in your 7th house during the month of April, so that could lead to the opportunity or the possibility, excuse me, of an engagement. So, you know, keep an eye out for that. If anyone gets engaged this month, let me know. But that is the month of April for you guys, Libras. And yeah, I'm gonna be doing these videos more often, so make sure to subscribe, you know, if you're interested in seeing them monthly, and like this video if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next video. So have a good day or night.